àpò ẹkùn lédè Gbẹ́ngà Adébóyè tó lòdò pé aṣíwájú Bọ́lá Ahmed ọmọ Tinubu jẹun sókè kó tún jẹun sápò ẹkùn àdó ti ọjọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká rántí ikú nínú gbogbo ń ta bá rò lọ́wọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká rántí ikú nínú gbogbo ń ta bá rò lọ́wọ́. Ọjọ́ kan ń bẹ tẹnu ọkọ̀ jíjẹ. Ọjọ́ kan ń bẹ tẹnu ọkọ̀ mímu látẹlẹsẹ̀ ọgbọ̀nà tá a bá ní onídìde. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ti kú rí erin ṣubú kò lè dìde erin ṣubú kò lè dìde. Gbẹ́ngà lọ Adébóyè rí àgbáre erin ṣubú kò lè dìde.
Hopefully, we don't warm up finish. Ladies and gentlemen, good and morning. Welcome to On Our Politics. Today we should begin. As campaign don't start now, so let's we're in the mood. Fully, I don't join APC. Yeah, I don't join APC. Since you guys refused to, you could not convince me. I know if you buy me too, so now let's get serious. The Bible says there is time for everything, right? It's time to politic. The opposition camp is a buzz with excitement, vibes, and tango with what? Fight at the same time. As Peter Tolchin was saying in his work, End Times, the chairs are few, the positions are few, while the applicants are 10 times the amount of chair. Now only one person will be president, now only one person will be governor, now only one person will be senator, now PV House of Rep, now only one person will be party chairman, now only one person will be the party secretary. All the positions are fixed and they are very limited. But we have elite from Foley who, as a position of a party chairman in his state is not enough, he wants to move to the center. From Shiwure, who is a media mogul, that's not enough, also wants to move to the center. Tobi, who is a successful businessman, also wants to move to the center. Atiku wants to be in the center. Every goddamn person wants to be in the center. And guess what? The numbers of position office in the center are not just few, but they are fixed. Hence, the brouhaha that you see him blowing. One way or the other, somebody has to win and loser has to emerge. And my observation since after the last election is to date is heavily against the opposition. And that is not coming from a place of bias, no, but as an Olympic athlete who understand the structures of how Olympics work, is not different from the presidential election that we are also practicing. It's the same structure, the same philosophy behind them. At the Olympics, you only have one gold medal for each event. Just in Nigeria, you only have one position for every executive. But not just that similarity, but it's also for every 4 years. And for what I understand from professional sports, you don't wake up on Olympic year and you want to win an Olympic gold medal. It doesn't work like that. There are exceptions, of course. We take a minimum of 8 years consistently working, building your capacity, building your muscles, your strength, your speed, your diet, whatever the fuck you think you need to take that long to develop to compete at that level and to come out as a victor. Same thing goes to the presidential party system that we are practicing. The principle is the same, the strategy is almost the same. And because the result is the same, only one person will emerge victor. So, how far have you built your muscle? How have you built your endurance? How far have you built your local base? How much money have you accumulated in terms of going for presidency? What are the structure that you have built over the years? And how often do you oil those structures? Is what it's going to take to win. Many political analytical pundits, provocateur. We don't mention those people often, maybe because they are very few. With a few. People who provocateur like us are very few. So many political analysts have agreed that why the opposition has focused heavily on media critique and high-level coalition talk, the Progressive Congress, that's All Progressive Congress, APC, has been working to solidify its incumbency advantage through structural expansion. These motherfuckers went from 26 states governor to 36. Make it make sense. How do you beat that? Well, some faction of the opposition believe that all that don't count. That individuals, the Nigerians are the political structure. And I beg to differ. When a position is this fixed, you can't gamble to win. You have to be very intentional to get it. And that's what APC and so APC focus on structural dominance versus media presence. I don't think Bola Ahmed Tinubu bothered to expand the media empire from 2023 to now. Consolidation of order, maybe, but how far has it gone? At this point, Arise is still 50-50 in terms of who they are supporting. But we'll see as time goes on. When the pressure mounts, either from the incumbents or from the opposition. APC also capitalized in stake. How are they expanding their territory? Is by what? State control. As of today, the APC has expanded its control to 26 out of 36. Talking about the states that they are in charge, they are in control of this. And that's huge. Well, that's what 90%, that be 80%, however you want to. So the governor of a state often dictates the local political machinery. As I often say, politics is local. If you can't play at that local level, if you cannot play dominant, if you cannot insert your control at that level forgot it. It will be impossible for you to get to the top. They provide all the necessary resources and make mobilization organizing quick. Resources is available more than they ask for. Of course, to the citizens of the states. So they dictate the local political machinery. They make it difficult for an opposition party to gain a foothold in those regions. Not normal. It's a game. Don't blame the player. Just blame the game. That's how the game is built by the intellectuals, by the way, in an attempt to strangle out the majority out of power. I said they did a pretty good job, but that structure is falling apart. That's a different conversation entirely. The wave of defection from those parties has successfully attracted high-profile defectors from the PDP and Labour Party. That further weaken the structure of the opposition at the local level. That's what the noisemakers face to see. They are so fetishing and get carried away with the high-profile meeting of the guys at the top, and forget that it will take those at the bottom to win. So the grassroots gap is fucking humongous. So opposition constantly looking down on the poor villagers, they regard them as uneducated, illiterate. It is so the rural rich, the APC benefits from a legacy of grassroots network. You can criticize them all you want that the policy they are enacting is impoverishing Nigeria. Nobody will disagree with you. But you can also overlook other things that they are also doing, that periodically they share money. Compared to the opposition, who don't share money periodically, neither do they actually get times to mobilize, organize, educate them, and empower them periodically. We're not even seeing it consistently now. So until you can point out what you are doing different, you cannot criticize what the opposition is doing. So as the opposition focus on city life, moving from one executive hotel to conference to rally to another, the APC periodically reach out to the villagers and share money. Approved by one bank, by the way. So go over say they are buying votes. Well, it doesn't change it anyway. But it's a policy that this current administration focus on periodically. You can criticize them for for lack of consistency, but they say it's better than doing nothing, which applies to the opposition in this case. So the legacy, we'll never know who will reach CPC because CPC has a very strong grassroots mobilization. ACN blocks is there too. They operate in rural area where internet access and social media influencers are low. Even those who are there, even the influencers who are at the rural village, are being catered for by the government of the day, which in this case, APC controls 26 of those states. So they also focus on institutional. They make sure their presence are felt at every institutional level. While the opposition hold meeting in Abuja or Lagos, the ruling party often uses local government structures to maintain a physical presence in the trenches. It's that simple. Fragmentation of the opposition. Since 2023, the opposition has struggled to form a united front. Instead of a single mega party, they remain divided between the PDP, Labour Party, and NNPP. Even up to today, as we speak. In fact, that division is as pronounced as it could ever be. Internal crisis, the PDP has been embroiled in leadership tussle, e.g., the Wike versus Atiku, which pretty much ended 2023 and it's still going on. If you pay attention to Wike's and the remnant of PDP, I would say that's Wike. They are still resting. So inability for them to manage their internal crisis will also it's also a factor that will let APC to win come 2027. APC focus on their policy. However anti-people those policy may look, at least they are focused on something. Now, yes, the majority will not benefit from those policies, but some people are benefiting. That's what you should take note of. While the opposition are focused on united front in terms of insulting not just the government of the day, which is okay, which is acceptable, which is normal, but what is not acceptable is when you turn around and to the innocent village people who has little understanding of how shit work. That is not acceptable. So much of the discourse has focused on personal attacks and complaining about the 2023 results rather than presenting a unified alternative policy document that speaks to the economic needs of the rural majority, which Mr. James always asks, what will be their policy? What is their manifesto? They ain't got none. They ain't got, they don't get. Hence the noise. Another factor that we grant the APC land liability is the currency and the game theory. Even the political analysts often point out that President Tinubu is a master tactician who understand the game of the Nigerian politics, specifically how to build alliance across ethnic and religious lines. So they focus on consolidation. The APC is currently building what some call a mega empire. Opposition would like to call it one party system, ensuring that by 2027, the opposition might find itself fighting not just a candidate, but a deeply entrenched system. So that is the whole point of focusing on territorial expansion at the local level. So you are not just going to face with the problem of the man himself. So okay, how do we make sure we put this candidate on the chalkboard? But the entire system that has already been consolidated to be, as the opposition we argue, one party system. So why APC strategy focus on grassroots expansion and state control? The opposition are focusing on media advocacy and legal challenge. Lawsuits they come them from everywhere they go. They are very loud on social media. So that's what underpin these two party, because now two party now. The opposition are one, because that's what they are trying to build. While the ruling party is busy running things at the hybrid level. So the APC are kind of united in terms of centralized leadership. So everything is built around the king. Now you can easily see problem with that, but in this case, the building blocks start from the villages. So it's an intentional centralized incumbency. So they know why they are doing. Then why the opposition are fragmented? You could tell you can easily tell the voice of PDP within the ADC and the voice of Labour Party within the APC, or the obedience as we call it. So APC are heavy on the demographic too, rural and traditional power bases, even though they fight about Benny, but that's to tell you that they are doing something. They tend to hijack the structures of the rural leadership, the traditional institution, the villages too. So that's to tell you they are heavily present in the rural community. Can disagree and argue how they are doing it, how they are consolidating that power by coercion and force and other. But guess what? They are doing something. So while the opposition focus on urban youths and digital savvy, let's see how that's going to turn out. If the majority of Nigerians still live in the rural community, over 55% of the Nigerians live in the villages. I don't think focusing on urban youth and digital survey would be enough. So APC structural game and alliance approach is very loud and effective. Again, you might disagree with how they are doing it. They are doing it just like Trump take out Maduro. You disagree all you want, but Maduro is out. so, so the approach of the opposition is heavily on rhetorics, critiques, and pretty much insults. That's what they have been on for the past 2 3 years. Might change, but so for the opposition to be competitive in 2027, I will say, come. They must move beyond Abuja meeting and actually invest in the same grassroots education and empowerment APC are heavily carrying out as we speak. So, Jamal, so the one in the fancy suits, those guys on the news with their three-piece suits every week, you know, and those ones that hold mega meetings, because that's what you're going to be seeing now, mega rally, mega meetings. She really don't try mega protests. Some break now. The guy goes in boss out from nowhere. Now when they watch, they watch with keen interest. They strategize how he go take hammer opinion again. I with this their newfound love between Obi's and Atiku. The guy they don't cross his leg. They dot all the things they wait. I will argue that they finished 2025, reasonably strong as an as a troublemaker. He held on to his trouble till the last days of 2025. Even though be Donald Trump now a shadow everyone. So you never come out as much as I expect. So is the momentum and the noise the ADC is enjoying now. The guy they find how he go take hit them. He can't afford to just stay in the background like that. Has worked too hard 2025 to be overshadowed with this high profile meeting and mega rally of these men in suits. So the strategy will continue, they'll be meeting in hotels every week, call a mega meeting, from Abuja to Enugu to everywhere. Drink expensive champagne, water, shake hands and release communique, news conferences. Then they'll begin move from one podcast to another, one platform to another, saying the country is falling apart. They go, social media will be agog and, A lot of grammar will be poured out in form of essay, following the grammar and the rest. That's what will dominate our airwave. Just noise, no substance, nothing, just because that's what we want. With the urban dwellers, the cosmopolitan, educated junkies who just consume every kind of information that hit our screen. We internalize it and try to touch into the what we believe. So spend all this while calling the villagers uneducated. Opaholo is their punch bag, is their arrowhead, and that's why we love them too. Because they don't have data to reach their tweet. Because they call the poor sellouts. And we see you start the year now. All kind of name because they don't understand why a man chooses a bag of rice today over a promise of heaven on earth. What would that be promise? Why you they promise? APC they do and you are thinking that you want to enjoy the results of the future that you are promising today. Doesn't make sense. Maybe not made it like that, but that's how it looks. You can't promise me. I'm not sure say you feel convince an able man to invest in business where you can you where you know they see profits immediately. So they look down on the very people who hold the blueprints that decide their fate. But if you look at APC, love them or hate them, they are present. While the opposition is complaining, the ruling parties they enter every nooks and cranny. They are empowering the world's chairman. Again, as I said, you might like how they are doing it, right? But they are doing something. You can criticize why empowering the chairman instead of majority of the community, and that argument, that criticism will stand. But one thing that will also stand is that they reach out. We are still an agrarian society. That's what people don't know or don't want to admit. So they just go around empowering the those that matter, the elite within the community, the world chairman of their party. You sit down with the market women. As I said, you might not understand, you might not agree with how they selected the market women. That they're trying to create division between them, but they are doing something. They launched Renew Hope, Renew Hope and Shine. Shine at the Opawolo agenda. Renew Hope now that of the federal. They do it in the village. As I say, you might not agree with how they carry it out, but you cannot deny that these things are news in the villages. So the APC understand the secret the opposition has forgotten. The poor don't care about your vocabulary. They don't care about your visibility.
I'll speak English.
Let them see you. So 2023, 2027, I guarantee you the opposition will start before that time. Very soon now, they will start mobilizing. Yeah, that's what they like. They prefer mobilizing over organizing. They will start sharing one t-shirt and acting like they love the villagers. But the people ain't stupid, motherfuckers. They will remember who was there in 2024, 2025, 2026. They will remember who treated them like the majority who are treated. They lie. And after that, they treat them after we don't finish event. Who, if you spend 4 years insulting the people intelligence and only 1 month asking for their votes, don't be surprised when the poor is locked in on APC. Politics is a game of number. Now you can't get the number if you don't expect the people who own them. It's as simple as that. To it up. True, true, true. Come on.
Who laid the foundation?
Okay, some be that Nabi.
Today, I hear people are making noise. They even forgot who laid the foundation.
So when I say APC,
Adachi Road, I gave it to Setraco.
structures at the local
I
level,
have paid about 70%.
how the chairman.
I remember that day.
It's one of those gestures.
They gave me 100 plus of land. I said,
This is the supporters.
I don't need land there.
Here, that is local governments.
I said, take.
As in they come also better money go
What is
drop for the
continuity?
chairman and those that matter, and then go
I
mobilize
employed
the
River
people
State youths,
for votes. when time comes.
10,000. The person we handed over power to, instead of allowing the 10,000 youth, cancel that job. 10,000 youth. A bad child is a bad child. That's how you know how human beings are. I handed over. See where I stop. Please make sure you continue with this program. That will make our state
Where is AY?
one of the respected states in this country.
So those where they believe the footballer will come back. Yeah. Maybe they pay attention to the campaign that is already being used against him. Those people will carry wiki for it during his governor days. I remember they say yes, the man what is he called? Infrastructural man. Had a launch over fly over pretty much every hour. Right? So I'm pointing that out to say it is a testimony to pretty much the whole world to say yes, people praise him as at that time. They wouldn't have via bridges every day. So the point he's making here now is he thought he gave the seat to a man who will continue from where he stopped. But almost 4 years in, the guy never do anything. Now, you can argue that Fubara could not achieve anything because of the same wiki. And you are right. You are right. So the point there is that you admit that the guy no perform. Now you are giving a genuine reason, a fact that backed why he didn't perform. You're right, but that's not an excuse. That's why the game is play. When they give you power, you expect challenges from anywhere. That's how the power will then give you. No, it's not a one-man business. You are saying take control, be in charge of the resources of millions of people. So the people will come at you at every nooks and cranny. So that's not an excuse. It's not good enough. So he is taking the argument to the people. That nobody say I no like him. or no be saying all this one where they talk so. No, the guy no do anything. I be he do something. So the idea that the man from day one, the wicked, they give him trouble to the point that led to his removal from office for 6 months. Those ones no can. They are facts. Nobody will argue against that. But see, boy, down to the man in the village where as in go the village now they come out now. Men that matters, women that matters in the community, they go see something. So those ones will constantly brainwash the people that they live with. So you where they come once in 4 years, bring t-shirts and speak grammar. you think that just that flash of experience will raise 4 years of constantly be reminded of who is in charge.
When I was here, Nigeria used to respect us.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is today. I never made mistake. I will not make mistake. I challenge those who are governor in this state under Obasanjo. I challenge those under Jonathan and became minister under Buhari. Let them come out and read out what we achieved during that period. I read out what we have achieved.
Hey, why you the see crowd
as a minister. It is unprecedented in the history of this country. Who did it? Asuwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Give me some, baby.
No be cho cho cho. We're so wicked our leader. No be cho cho. Tinubu for president.
So, for me, what's important is
your second time Ingo.
Give account of
Bring his
when you were so placed. What impact did you make for your people? People are talking, people forgot when I was governor. The federal government then, under our late president, Buhari, it was hell for me.
It was.
The minister who's for here made sure we don't move forward. But by the grace of God, we were focused. By the grace of God, we made more impact. So that people not use excuses. I had a good relationship with the legislature. Governance is not all about awarding contracts. Governance is also about you having the ability to meander when there are problems. How you can relate with people. Anybody here can award contract. But the capacity for you to settle issues, to meander around problems, that is what is key. You can award contract, wake up in the morning, go and award that contract that leads from here to here. It's possible. But when there are problems, how do you navigate it? It's key. So, there are people of Epe, particularly Ahuda East. We have come to tell you, we have made a decision, we have taken a decision, we have agreed that we are doing Asuwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. There is nothing like party here. It's under the Need Hope family. Under the Need Hope family. The other one, as it relates to state, wow. We will come back and watch where your leader Chibudom is going. Watch where the council chairman is going. Watch where Solomon Bob is going. Watch where the representative at the state assembly is going. Watch where Tenek is going. And watch where the two chairmen of APC and PDP, where they are going. Anywhere you see them, know that that's where we are. Anywhere you see them, that's where we are.
See? Now, you can argue, as I said, the way APC are reaching out to the local communities, but they are reaching out. So why the opposition party are busy confusing the villagers? God, this is what they are doing now. It's confusion. I want to believe that it's a strategy that they are working on, that they are implementing. I hope it works for them, but God damn it. To the low propensity information voters, to those people who are not overfed with information, like all of us who claim to be educated, understand the system, are cosmopolitan in our ways, how do you make them understand that this is a strategy that is not a real fight? That's where the game is. That's what Wike is doing. So at one point, with these people, form a formidable front and take the campaign or the mobilizations to the people that matters. And here we dey. So let's hear the strategy here, because this fight, this one that they frame as fight, Dirty Ahmed Blas, Peter Obi, you are a political traveler. Well, let me see. I'll listen to the speech first. Everybody call headline for clicks.
Forward ever. The real champions are the Nigerian people.
I agree. But what have you done since
Able
then to the
chairman of Labour Party,
lose election?
Barrister Julius Abure, National Secretary Alhaji Umar Farooq Ibrahim, my leaders in the National Working Committee, state chairmen and secretaries, distinguished comrades, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the media force, good day to us all. I salute the courage and efforts of Labour Party to have scored over 10 million votes in the ill-fated 2023 presidential election and in presenting evidence of same to the courts. I share the pain and agony of chronic misgovernance that follows successive fraudulent elections and that continues to be manifest in deadly insecurity, a failing economy, and aggravated corruption. Having witnessed the quiet exits of their comrades that we achieved election victory with in 2023, it genuinely behoves on me as a loyal party member that in Labour Party. To reiterate, I am in Labour Party. I intend to remain in Labour Party. Honorable colleagues, distinguished comrades,
It's an intent.
defection is not actually a crime, but choices reflect morality, social responsibility, and actual character. I therefore question nobody what their Of course, and the arguments of my able leaders, especially the philosophical points expounded by my Honorable Attorney Bennett. My own history, to be candid, is not free of such change at some point in time. I was elected in 2003 in the then AMPP and recontested in AMPP. My principles of belonging to the leading opposition political party made it Senate 2011 in the then CPC. Calls for violence and the that ensued made me avoid APC in 2015, as I did not even contest elections the year that the DC government came into power. In 2020, I contested presidential primaries in the then PDP, again being the leading opposition political party. Again, based on principles, I walked away from 2022 Kaduna State primaries, being that I decided to respect the rotation of presidency between North and South for 2023 to 2027. For avoidance of doubts, I have consistently in a party called the Lead Opposition Political Party in Nigeria. I saw a great opportunity for national unity in electing His Excellency Peter Obi in 2023, and so gladly answered when I was invited to serve as vice presidential candidate. Make no mistake, we won this election. The rest is history and an academic exercise. Now in Labour Party, I intend to remain in Labour Party. This is not to say that I'm not aware of political aside party that mobilized is now free to learn from past errors and omissions and present best candidates in 2027. And to this end, I hasten to say that there is a whole generation of highly educated, experienced, and well-motivated Nigerians in the waiting to be led by a new kind of leader to a new kind of party. That party is Labour Party. That leader is for Labour Party to find. Nigeria does not lack good people to lead. The good people avoid unhealthy political culture in expensive platforms under undemocratic godfathers. Labour Party is still in good shape and has somewhat been relieved. Now is the time to quit. With the right candidates, 2027 election victory can be assured. Reconciliation efforts began earlier will be sustained. No one will be asked to leave anymore. All members are welcome to rebuild the party and promote their individual political aspirations. Labour Party, by its name, is designed, its philosophy, bona fide concerned with welfare of citizens. And because the bourgeois are comfortable, Labour concentrates on the working class, the trading class, and the middle class. I see in Labour Party the right leader, with the right leader in Nigeria, a Nigeria with realistic living wages, which indeed is a prerequisite for a just and egalitarian society supported by a functioning public service. Exactly, I am saying that I see a Nigeria where the June 2027 salaries of public servants, especially security personnel and teachers, will be 4 times as is currently paid. Please hear me again. Nigeria can afford it. My good friend, the police constable, the army private, the teachers that are looked down at, I think they should, and I know they should, and I am able to ensure that they will earn nothing less than 4 times what they are being paid today in June 2027. I have not left Labour Party because Labour Party won a presidential election. I have not left Labour Party because I am not satisfied with a coalition of disgruntled politicians who could not even challenge 2020. Our Labour Party because of the promise it holds. All major aspirants, and I mean all, I challenge to be shown one, just one, among the major aspirants, only one, that has never been in a ruling party. I am that one. I have never been in a ruling party. The records are there for you to see. And if the records of APC are that of a ruling party, I never wish to join any ruling party, except one that by God's grace, that government that we're going to form. I therefore remain a loyal Labour Party member, and I make myself available to fix Nigeria. Nigerians, know the truth. Nigerians, we know the truth. Nigerians, please use the truth. Thank you very much.
A round of applause. God bless you, sir. Thank you very much.
I am my own boss. Simple. I'm not following anybody's trajectory. I'm not stepping into anybody's shoes. Can I please remind you that before His Excellency aspired for presidency, I aspired for presidency before him. The records are there for you to see. In October 2018, I participated in the primaries of PDP, the then PDP in Port Harcourt. And I walked to Governor Peter Obi and I said, please, can I have your vote? And he smiled at me. What a gentleman he was. And then Atiku won and he took Peter Obi as his running mate. So forgive me, your question is not even relevant because it does not pertain to me. I aspired to presidency before His Excellency Peter Obi. And if you heard me well in what I just submitted, I saw a rare opportunity for national unity to have elected Peter Obi in 2023. And that is why I decided to flow with it. You asked about religion. Yes, I am a Muslim, I'm a practicing Muslim, but I'm a Nigerian. And the Constitution allows me to contest. You asked about ethnicity. Yes, I am, as you say, Hausa man, but I'm a Nigerian. And Nigerian Constitution allows me to contest. I have never done anything because of ethnicity or religion. I'm doing it because Nigeria needs help. Nigeria needs people. The question about a law-abiding citizen. I'm also a loyal party member until it's released by INEC, until the whistle is blown, until leadership of Labour Party say those who are interested. I will not say anything about.
Thank you.
However, remember, I told you, Nigerians, we know the truth. Nigerians use the truth. If you like, continue deceiving ourselves. Nigerians, we know the truth.
All right. Thank you very much. Security.
Okay, somebody asked if EFCC invited me. EFCC has never invited me, and it is very, very unlikely anytime soon they will. And I pray to God and I thank God for his continued protection. However, there was a mild Nollywood drama between some gentlemen of DSS and myself. I think on the 28th of November 2025, it lasted just 2 hours, 15 minutes. To sum it all up, I walked into their national headquarters very curious. Like, why are you looking for me? I'm not a criminal. The criminals are in your offices. But in any case, the criminals are in your corridors of power. But anyway, here I am. Talk to me. What do you want? I came out feeling very, very sorry for Federal Republic of Nigeria. If these are what you call our leaders, then yes, I understand why United States of America will have to come and attack terrorists on behalf of Nigerian forces. I feel sorry for us if that is, but yes, an Nollywood drama played out. And they pleaded that, please, you know the government is very weak. And I said, didn't you hear me? Did I know say I don't even want to talk about